gentlemen, the ring has become the regular on the Insider versus Lappas.
You gotta be kidding me.
So we know we said the start of the show will get better. I think we're going downhill from now.
You got worse people.
Welcome everybody to another great edition of the Insider versus Lappas. I'm the Insider, and with me, my co-host is Mr. Lappas. Hello, Mr. Lappas.
Hello, Mr. Insider.
So people are probably wondering, from the way that we finished last week, where we got a call live from the commissioner who was in his honeymoon in Varadero, and he ordered us to make Mr. Zoutis a regular in the program. And
where's Mr. Zoutis?
do you see him?
I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
Where is Mr. Zoutis? You know where he is? He decided to take a trip to New York and leave us here to do the show by ourselves. Well, you know what? Good riddance. Don't come back here, Nick Zoutis. We don't want you back in this show because you suck.
And then he says that that the show sucks and everything, and well, look at him. He's supposed to be in the show and he doesn't even show up.
Exactly. So how can you make the show better if you don't even show up?
Well, on behalf of Lappas and myself, well, we don't miss you, Nick. We're glad that you're not here.
Exactly.
And we're looking forward to hopefully not seeing you again next week.
Yeah.
So we'll move on because Nick is not worth more than 1 minute of our time.
Right.
And that's how much time we spent on him, which is already too much.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the game that we had between the Sharks and the Avalanche, where there could be some scams involved.
I don't think there's any scams. It was just a good comeback win. And as far as I know, you are chairman of the board, therefore you manage the site. So why would you scam yourself? Or why would your brother, the commissioner, scam you? If there are no scams, I want fair and square.
Well, you never know. The commissioner has been fucking me ever since day one.
I don't think so.
And, well, it was a good game.
It was a very good game.
I had a 13-7 lead going into the final night of play, and the Sharks made a comeback.
Right.
Come back on the last night and defeat the Avalanche.
Yes.
And you gotta admit it was a lucky win, but congratulations on a lucky win.
Thank you very much. Of course, we have shown that the Sharks are the better team.
Well, we'll see about that at the end of the year. Okay, so on the other side of the break, we're going to talk about a subject that has been brought up lately this week by the Hustler general manager, the former Hustlers, now it's the Penguins general manager, Steph Janakis, and Panthers general manager, Aki. But actually, we'll talk about it, like I said, right after this. Alright, we're back. So, Hustler general manager this week.
Penguins general manager.
Penguins general manager. I'm getting confused here. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Well, Penguins general manager Steph Janakis actually started from the 2 weeks from now. He's been starting it, lobbying against the commissioner, but mostly the chairman of the board.
Right.
Which is myself.
Right.
And to the point where he has a partner in crime now.
Right.
Which is Panthers general manager Aki. Where have you been all this time, and now you finally decided to show up Aslanidis? And well, they started talking about starting a new league next year, which is called the FFHL.
Well, Steph Janakis by himself has no credibility whatsoever. He can't even run his own life, let alone a hockey league. On the other hand, Ike Aslanidis does have some commissioner experience in other leagues. Therefore, I would be more afraid of him. But if he has only Steph Janakis as his number one supporter, then it's not going to go far. So I'm not that afraid right now.
Well, Aki has been a general manager in another league, but where are those leagues now?
Well, he decided to fold those leagues and focus more on the FHL. I don't know. We would have to ask him. We would have to perhaps bring him on the show one day and ask him for ourselves.
He moved on. I would assume that he moved on to something better, and he left all the other ones behind.
Again, we would have to ask him in person.
And they're proposing to start the FFHL, which stands for the Fuck Fantasy Hockey League. Right. And Aki posted a video of the debut of the FFHL, and it's exactly like Stefan and Aki. It's babies basically crying and complaining and whining, just like some people came out and complained against them was JR, Jonathan, general manager of the Expos, Louis, and somebody else, which I do remember. They came out and they supported the FHL. So therefore, Stefan and Aki, the only thing I have to say to you guys is good luck. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Nick is also part of that group. But since he's not here to defend himself, you know what? Fuck you, Nick.
Right.
Is that well said?
Very well said. So yeah, so that's it. I have nothing else to add. I've said what I had to say. So we'll read some viewer emails after this. Welcome back to the Insider versus Lappas mailbag. I'll be reading this first letter if you don't mind.
That's fine, go ahead.
Okay, this first letter comes to us from ING Direct, from Klaus, you know, the actor that does the ING Direct commercials. Dear Insider versus Lappas, love your show. However, I have noticed that you tend to spend a lot of money on useless equipment and crap. I suggest you save your money, open a tax-free savings account today. Signed, Klaus from ING Direct. Thank you, Klaus, for that lovely letter.
And thanks for watching. And just for a side note, the cameraman from last week has been fired.
Right.
Mr. Lappas, who enjoys doing these kind of things, did it himself. So we would like to thank him for his 1 week of service.
Yes.
He was very loyal, and our new cameraman called Monkey is doing a great job so far this week.
Yes.
Second comment comes from who else? The man who had disappeared all of last season and the beginning of this season, and suddenly, well, he decided to stick his head out and cause some trouble.
Right.
Which I'm talking about Panther General Manager Aki Aslanidis.
Right.
And Aki has a comment, it's not a question.
Okay.
And Aki says, well, dear Insider versus Lappas, the Insider sucks, Lappas rules.
Well, he is right on that. I should be the star of the show. The show should be called Lappas versus the Insider. However, I have no power. You are the chairman of the board. You have all the power. Therefore, I'm just a simple co-host. But Aki, thank you for your support and keep watching the show.
You suck! Well, I think that you have selective memory because last week there was a poll question that was asked to our viewers.
Last week?
Last year, sorry, excuse me,
year,
last season.
Right.
And we asked them what the name of the show should be, and well, the people have spoken, and that's why the show is called Inside versus Lappas. And well, Aki, you know what? Your sister sucks. That's what I have to say. You think that we don't make fun of sisters enough? Well, your sister, she's a big whore.
Okay.
But thanks for sending us the question, Aki. Your question's really appreciated, and good luck with the FFHL.
Thank you for your support, Aki. And that's it for this week, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we'll see if Nick Dudas will make an appearance next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully he won't.
He won't, yeah.
So if he's not here, we'll have a great show again next week.
Yeah.
If not, the show will be crappy, just like, well, it was sort of crappy last week. Because, well, Nick Dudas was part of it.
Right.
And if anybody wants to be part of the show, just let us know. So this is a direct invitation to Steph and Aki.
Right.
If they have the balls to come to our program.
Yes.
We'll open the doors and let them in the studios.
Yes.
Alright, thanks for watching everybody. For Lappas and the Insider, have a good week.